Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Proven Helper. Dealing with a cold right now, so bear with me. Anyways, this video is about solving a problem on all Lexus cars and trucks. What happens is, sometimes you turn on your lights and they both turn on, but 5 minutes later, one of your headlights goes out. Now, this is a common problem with HID headlights on Lexus cars and trucks, and I had this happen to me twice. So I'm going to show you how to fix this problem, which is really simple. You don't have to replace your ballast. All you really have to do is either replace the headlight bulb that keeps turning on and off, or you replace both of them. Now, I choose to replace both of them because, you buy them in pairs. If one goes, then the other one's going to go fairly soon. So you might as well just take care of it while you're there in your engine compartment, changing the bulb anyway, right? So I purchased my HID bulbs from a place called Plasma Garage, and I purchased my previous ones from them. They were called Eagle Eye. They lasted a good 5 years, I would say. I purchased the 5000K color temperature. Now the stock color temperature is 4300K, which is a bright white. Okay, 5000K introduces a slight hint of blue. Not a lot of blue, just a slight hint. I mean, on Plasma Garage, they consider the 5000K factory, but it's not true factory because true factory is 4300K. Anyways, let me show you the process of replacing the bulbs and fixing the common Lexus problems with headlights. Alright, so the first step you gotta take to fix your one headlight problem with your Lexus or Toyota car is to remove all the clips from the plastic panels that basically, don't allow you any access to the light bulb. So all you need is a flathead screwdriver. You pop up that little pin in the center, and then you just pull up on the entire clip and it comes off, and then you remove the entire plastic cover. And for this entire video, you're gonna have to remove 3 plastic covers. Here you see me working on one on the left hand side of the vehicle, and there's another clip down there that you got to release. It turns, so you could kind of turn it counterclockwise and just yank it up, and then you could yank the whole cover off. As long as you get it loose by pulling it up or unscrewing it, you're going to release that pin, and then you're going to be able to pull up the entire plastic cover. Okay. Alright, so now you got to unscrew this. Okay. This cover comes out. Alright, what I'm going to do is remove the top portion of this air box to make it a little easier. I already loosened the clips. Okay. So, it's a clip back here. Alright. And use my screwdriver. That way you could see this area right here a little better. Okay. I feel good. Alright, so I got my bulb in here. So I have it ready. Now I have to get this thing out and pull out the bulb. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to remove the light bulb connector. To lock is clockwise, to unlock is counterclockwise. So I'm going to twist it. I'm basically just wiggling it until it comes out. And you can see I got the connector loose. So now the trick is to get this connector out of the way without dropping the bulb. Okay guys, do you see the metal spring on both sides of the connector? That's the spring that holds the bulb in place. Now, I actually loosened my spring as I was taking the connector off, which is not what you're supposed to do, but no big deal if you do it as well. Just be careful so your bulb doesn't fall anywhere. But basically, first you remove the connector, then you move the spring, and after that, you remove your bulb. So it's a 3-step process, and this is the same exact process on the other side of the car. Alright guys, So, see, last time I just put this to the side. Let me see if I can do that. I don't want it to fall. So you can see I put that connector to the side. Now, I'm simply going to pull the light bulb out. So I got the old bulb out. And this is useless. This is broken, so I don't care about this one. See this notch? And this notch right here? These have to get matched to the knob sticking out from the light bulb socket. On the left hand side you can see the socket. You'll know when you have the right alignment because the bulb will actually lock into place. And then all you have to do is lock in the bulb with the spring. Swing the spring arms over the bulb and pinch the arms together as you also push down towards the socket. Then release the spring to lock the bulb into place. So, time to grab the new bulb. Okay. Basically fit it into that slot. Be careful not to touch anything. Okay, especially the glass.
No, 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 no.
So I'm gonna get that spring out of the way. Okay. And now I'm gonna orientate the bulb. Basically, here's the circular slot and here's the rectangular slot. Now, very carefully, I am going to slide it in.
That's what she said.
Here's where you're going to need a flashlight. And I'm going to use my Samsung Galaxy. Okay. Once you have it aligned, and it's going to be loose because you got to put that spring in. You got to put that spring in now. I'm just going to take a picture with the Galaxy. Well, I hope you guys can see that in the picture because that's pretty hard to get to. So now, I just have to wiggle the spring around. So, move one of the arms over, I hook it in. Now I gotta move the other arm. Alright, I hook it in. So the bulb is nice and secure, it's not gonna wiggle. So now I just put the connector on. Okay. And basically I'm gonna feel with my hands how it has to go.
That's what she said.
See if there's any kind of orientation. Okay. So you can see that here it's almost like a 90 degrees to the ground, right? So then I gotta turn it to lock it in. It appears to be locked in. So now I gotta start the car, or I'll just turn on a light bulb and see if it works. We have success. So here's the one we just replaced. You can tell it's working. You can see my tripod over there. And the other one is working as well. So now we just got to put the car back together basically. Alright, so now you got to put back the plastic cover. And there's slots, you gotta basically align the slots. Okay. And then turn it. Makes a really good seal, so that's how you know you did it right. Okay, now I'm just gonna reassemble the airbox cover. So here we go. It goes back the same way you took it off. First, I slip in the holes. Okay. Then you align it. Then you punch yourself in the face, apparently. That's optional. I chose to punch myself in the face, but you actually don't have to. And you just put the clips on. And you don't have to remove the airbox, but it makes it easier. And then you just connect the wire harness, clicks in. And then, I don't know if you could see, you can see a little bit, you gotta tighten the hose. Alright. Done. Alright guys, now you gotta take this off. So once again, take the clips off. I use a flathead. Okay. And comes off. Alright guys, you're gonna need a 10mm socket and remove the neck to your washer fluid reservoir. Loosen that. There might be a clip underneath. Oh, you just gotta pull it up. There's a little hole here that this thing rests in. And now we got the same deal. We got that plastic cover, and we gotta do the same exact thing. So it's kind of wide here. We're gonna get out of the way. Alright, let's get cracking. Alright guys, so same deal. Gotta twist this off. To open it, it's counterclockwise. Okay. So there we go. That off. So same deal. Got the bulb in there. Alright. Got my bulb ready. This blurry thing is a bulb. That to the side where it's not gonna fall. Alright guys, now we're gonna do the same thing on the driver's side. So again, you wanna grab your connector, you wanna twist it counterclockwise, okay? Once you do that, then you could actually pull off the connector, and the next thing you gotta do is you gotta release the bulb from the spring. So just remember, just pinch those spring ends in, okay? And then you kind of pinch them in and kind of pull them out, pull them away, and then you unlock your bulb. You could then remove the bulb, okay, and pop in your new bulb using the same exact procedure I showed you before. So you just pop the new bulb in, align the slots and the little boss or whatever. Then you put the spring back, you lock the bulb in, and then you put your connector on, and then you lock the connector by twisting it clockwise. Alright, try again. It appears to be in the right spot. Alright guys, I got it in there.
That's what she said.
Now I just got to do the spring again. So flip it over. I got to get it into that little channel. Got one in. The second one. Let me just double check. Yep, I got both in. Okay. Awesome. Now I just have to put the plug back on. So, alright guys, that took pretty much forever to get that aligned. Hopefully yours goes easier. Now, I'm gonna put this cover on. Okay. Alright, so that was all set. Now I gotta just put the washer fluid container back. Alright, nice and tight.
That's what she said.
Now we gotta throw this back on. And we'll go this way. Okay. Now I'll just put the clips back in. Alright. Okay. Alright. Time to put this cover back on. I remember with this cover you got a little clip here that pushes onto a screw. Okay. Here you got your standard clip right here. Okay, sometimes the standard clips give you a non-standard headache. Alright guys, now you just gotta button up the car. So you replace the plastic cover, you put your clips back on. Actually, the last time my car got serviced at Lexus, I don't know why, but they lost some clips, which that does happen. So make sure you just buy yourself some additional clips, because someone at some point is gonna lose them on you. Anyways, this is how you fix that one headlight problem that is very common on all Lexus cars and trucks. So if you got a Lexus and your headlights seem to work fine when you turn them on, but then you're driving for a few minutes and one of them turns off, you got this problem. So the only thing you really have to do is either replace the broken headlight, or you replace both headlight bulbs. That way, you know, you're not going to be doing the same thing a month down the road when the other bulb blows. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video, and if you did like it, you could do me a big favor, clicking the thumbs up right on the bottom over there. And if you're not a subscriber yet, become one, because let's face it, I could save you a lot of cash, especially if you own one of these Lexus cars, or a computer, or a cell phone, or pretty much anything. Proven Helper, out.